evening, everybody. This is Quarantine Day 5, the evening episode. So, we made it through a work week, somehow, some way. It's been an interesting time, an interesting experience to just be living this way. We really have had very little contact. We saw maybe a couple people during the week. We're not in like the hardest of hard quarantines, but we're certainly not making any real efforts to get out to big gatherings or see lots of people. We're trying to really pin it down to, if something gets transferred to us, we'd want to know where it came from or something like that, because we have the capability here to do a fairly substantial quarantine. We're doing that. And I think this is an emotionally taxing thing to do. So this is gonna probably be something that we're gonna have to keep working with, trying to intentionally reach out to people. We're both extroverts, Miranda and I think Ori is too. So these are all challenging things for extroverts, especially, I think. I'd love to go to gatherings and see lots of people and just converse, and that's just been part of our life for forever. So yeah, just this has been a tough week. I'm sure we've got another tough week coming up to try to just stay home and try to not get sick, and try to contribute what we can to getting through this thing. I just was wondering, kind of to my YouTube audience, a question for all of you. What do you think are going to be some changes that stick from this? One of the fields that I work in, healthcare, it's education. I work for an online university, but there's a lot of conversation about telemedicine, especially for mental health, and what that looks like. And I kind of get the sense that both on the educational and the medicinal platforms, that remoteness is going to maybe become more of a reality. I mean, this is, ultimately, yeah, it's better to maybe see somebody in person, but if you can see them remotely and keep the provider safe, is that going to be something? So, let me know. Put in the comments what you think maybe is going to be an effect of this. That could be a conversation that we could have. Try to think about the future, because I think in some ways it's hard to think about the future, but maybe we can kind of think about things that are just less negative in this, and maybe that will help us get through this. I'd love to hear about your thoughts of the week, even if it's been a tough week, just let's put that out there, and it's good to hear that, good to say that. These are times that it's sometimes, in the far future, this is going to be foggy in our memories. So I think this is an important time, and again, I'm trying to document this time. So just at the end of this work week, I feel like it's been a tough week, in many ways, in many aspects, and I'm very uncertain as far as what the length of this is looking like, what my capacity is to keep doing this, what sort of boundaries need to be put up around quarantining. These are all just interesting and unique challenges that I think all of us have to navigate in these times. So, alright guys, yeah, put in comments and just let me know what you think. Yep, bye.